I love something called Wordle and another thing called JobScan. So Wordle is something that can help you identify some keywords that are in your resume, that are in a job description. So let's say you're applying for some different roles. Now we've gone on LinkedIn, we've taken note of some things that we really like, and you want to start writing a resume to get one of those types of roles. Maybe it's not the one you want, but you're just kind of saying, well, what are people looking for? So you're looking at job descriptions. So I would say go to Wordle and start it'll help you identify some of those keywords that employers are looking for in the job descriptions. There's another one called JobScan, and that can help you with the same sort of thing. The key is that, so a lot of these companies are sort of playing into the fact that job postings, well, people who look at job postings and make job postings, they're looking for certain keywords in your resume. And there's something, I don't know if anyone's heard of ATS or applicant tracking systems. Okay, so essentially it's like a filing cabinet for candidates. So back in my day, people literally have filing cabinets. So when they say we'll keep your resume on file, they actually kept them in a file. Now that file cabinet is online. So every time I don't know if you've ever applied for a role and you notice that the URL for the job, for the company, changes to something like Taleo or Greenhouse. That means that that company is using an applicant tracking system. A lot of people who work with resumes and coaching and that sort of thing will have you scared of them. They're they're there to help the companies, because nowadays companies can get hundreds, literally hundreds. I talk to recruiters all the time. They're like, yeah, I got 500 candidates for that last job that I posted. So it helps them to organize candidates. It also, if you've ever gotten a referral, sometimes a friend or family member may say, yeah, you can apply to my job, but you have to go through their system because you have to be quote unquote on file. But another feature of ATS or applicant tracking systems is there's an AI component to it at some companies, meaning you get auto rejected if you don't have, like sometimes they'll ask you a question that's an absolute requirement for the job, and the person who posts the job can set it up so that certain resumes are auto rejected. The rest of it is that resumes get scored, right? So I don't want to scare you. I just like for people to be aware that this is what's happening on the other end at a company. So your resume may get scored. And that's why I say keep it simple. In some of the bigger companies, not every resume will be looked at by a human. That's just the truth. And some companies, they'll tell you, no, I look at every single resume. If you got a rejection in the middle of the night, that was me. Having a crisp resume that's concise and that uses some of the keywords of your profession and for the kind of job that you're going for, that's what you want to aim for. So not to be stressed out about applicant tracking systems, but to be aware of them and to make sure that you are keeping in mind that there may be, there's a human reader, and then there may be an audience that's not human. Just to think about something like that. But so JobScan can actually help you figure out how much your resume aligns with the job description. Don't aim for 100%. You're still writing for humans, but it will point out some things that maybe you may have missed. And then you still need to take the human approach and say, yeah, I don't really want to put that in. That doesn't make any sense. So it's just something that you can use as a tool to help you identify